Imagine you're a full-time student and also a full-time employee, helping your company make billions of dollars. At this job, you're hardworking and dedicated, but get nothing in return. The people above you, your boss, the CEO, even the manager, gets money, but you don't. This is the issue that college athletes face around the world. Let me put this into perspective for you. In 2013, the University of Alabama made roughly $143.3 million in revenue. And so these football players go out there, put in hard work and dedication every day to make this team so great, and they don't see a single percentage of that $143.3 million that they created. Now, paying college athletes has been a debate that's been going on ever since the NCAA was founded. I'm here today to tell you why I think they should be paid. I'm going to talk about, first off, the regulations of the NCAA and why they aren't currently paid. I'm going to talk about the NCAA money, where it comes from, and finally I'm going to talk about where this money goes and what it all goes to. My first point is why they don't get paid. Under the National Collegiate Athletic Association rule, players cannot accept special benefits or money from schools other than for books and tuition. Now this causes them to lash out because these students have a weird schedule compared to regular college students. They have class, practice, training, games, so they aren't allowed to have any time to get a job on the side. So this causes players to lash out, such as in 2010 when AJ Green from the University of Georgia sold his game-worn Bowl jersey for $1,000 to an agent. Now, the NCAA heard noise of this and suspended Green for 4 games and was considered NCAA ineligible. But the University of Georgia turned around and sold a replica jersey for $60 and a game-worn jersey for $160. So how the school can take his jersey and make money off it, but he can't, isn't right. And then finally, in 2014, a group of Ohio State football players had sold some memorabilia, including a championship ring, for money. Now, when they were asked why they did this, they said they needed money for food and for clothes because they have no money and no time to get a job. And this also causes, this rule of not being able to make money causes students to leave early and go pro. So these kids realize that the NCAA is using them and that they could take their talents to the NFL, the NBA, and make actual money. This brings me to my second point, and how the NCAA makes all their money. First off, last year the NCAA recorded making $11 billion. $821.4 million of that comes from the basketball tournaments. $129.4 million comes from the championship sales of tickets and other endorsement deals. Also, in 2016, NCAA signed a contract with CBS to extend the viewing of the NCAA tournament worth about $8.8 billion all through 2032. My final point I want to talk about is, where does this money go? According to the Quad, the University of Alabama coach Nick Saban signed a $65 million deal in 2017. Now, if it wasn't for Nick Saban's players, and I get Alabama is a very highly recruited school, but if it wasn't for those players, the championships, and the bowl appearances, I don't think Nick Saban would be making that money he is today. And also, the University of Duke. In 2015, Duke had about $48,286,243 worth expenses, making about $69,373,857 in revenue. So that comes out to about roughly $21,085,644 in profit over just 3 teams: their men's basketball team, their women's basketball team, and their football team. So in conclusion, these athletes on average spend about 43.3 hours training for their sport every week. So that's about 3.3 more hours than an average worker spends at their job. But here's the thing, the worker makes money and the player doesn't. They should at least get something from this revenue that they create. $11 billion the NCAA makes is, I don't understand how they can't come up with a plan to pay these student athletes for they are the ones that are bringing in all this money. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because this could affect any of us. We may have kids, This might have affected a brother, a sister. You might have younger nephews, nieces that are going to go to college and that could possibly play sports there. And you want to see this happen because it will change their life.